going to do something a little bit different. I've actually been asked this quite a few times by coworkers and friends and people on Twitter, which is, how do I get my hair curly? For those of you that don't know, my hair is naturally curly. I'll pop a photo up here of what it looks like when I do nothing to it. And when I feel like giving some extra definition to my hair, I will either French braid it overnight or do headband curls. That's what I'm going to be showing you guys how to do today. So you're going to need a few things. First and foremost, some headbands. It depends on how curly your hair is and how thick your hair is and how defined you want your curls to be, whether you use one or two. I'm going to use two simply because my hair is really thick, it's really curly naturally, and I did try to do it with just one, and you'll see what I mean toward the end of the video. I did try to do it with just one and ended up having to cut it out of my hair because my hair was so thick. So I'm going to use two. If you have thick hair, use two. I'm serious, I have a piece of hair that's like this short when my hair's like halfway down my back. It's horrible. I always use Moroccan oil on my hair. I don't know if you can see this. Yeah, this is OGX or Organics brand. Always use this on my hair after I wash it on wash days. I will soak the ends of my hair in this. It's amazing. But it definitely helps to get some definition and to keep the frizz away. You can use a curling cream product also. This is OGX. And you can use your favorite mousse, your favorite gel. I'm just showing you guys what I typically use. I like to mix that curling cream with some curl defining gel. This one's by Curls, that's the brand name, Goddess Curls. And like I said, you don't have to use all of these products. You can use just a few, you can use none at all. I've actually done this to my hair with just a little bit of oil in the bottom of it. My hair wasn't even wet. And it does work if your hair is naturally curly, but if you have a tendency to have straighter hair, or hair that doesn't like to hold on to curl, I would advise you to use a little bit more product, a little heavier product, and to do it with your hair moist or wet. You're also going to need a water bottle. This is just a plain spray bottle filled with water. I had some bobby pins here somewhere. Unless my butt ate them. My butt ate them. Okay. Honestly, you just need two. Also, I just want to apologize for this look that's going on right now. I washed my hair this morning and just put it in this, and this is what happens. It's horrible. Just a little bit about this look. You're going to want to have at least, I would say maybe 5 or 6 hours to let your hair dry while it's in the headband. I've never done it and not went to sleep on it. So as you can see, I have a lot of hair. I've done nothing to it. I left it wet and it just dried like this. It curls up. The shorter my hair is, the curlier it tends to be, but this is just the natural curl. I kind of look like a lion. We're just gonna go on in and get started. I find it easiest if you part your hair either straight down the middle part, which I can't stand to have my hair in the middle part, but for braiding, for hairstyle purposes, it's fine. Or on one side or the other. It doesn't really matter because the curls are going to come out either way. So for this video, and it doesn't by any means have to be perfect. It does not matter. You just have to have it parted. I'm going to part mine straight down the middle because I already look ridiculous. So why not add to it? You're going to want to make sure all of the tangles are out of your hair. People with curly hair don't typically brush their hair with a brush. We just finger comb with oil or cream or something. If you do brush your hair though, that's fine. Just make sure there are no tangles in your hair. See, there's that hair I was talking about earlier. What is it doing? What are you doing? Excuse me. That is that hair that I had to cut out. So once you've got your hair parted the way you like it, you're gonna want to spritz it with this water. A good strategy is to wait until you get out of the shower and let your hair dry. Do not do this to your hair with straight out of the shower hair, not completely wet hair. It just needs to be a little bit saturated with water. Especially if you have thick hair and you're gonna have to wrap your hair a couple times around the headband, it will not dry, it will not be curly, it will just be soggy in the morning. So you're gonna wanna just barely get it wet. I have done this on completely dry hair, and because my hair takes to curl so well, it does work, but it is a little bit more defined if you have product and water in your hair. between, why is my water bottle interrupting me, first of all? And then you're gonna put your products in, whatever products you choose. So now that the oil's in, I'm gonna use my cream and gel together. Honestly, it doesn't take a lot. You also don't want your hair to be drowned in product either. So at this point, you're gonna put one of your headbands, or your only headband, over your head like you are a member of Fleetwood Mac. You're gonna put this headband over your head like you are late to a disco. That's nice and attractive. And I like to put my hair as far forward as I can. So now that you have your headband like this, what you're gonna do is start wrapping. So how I wrap is I will take a small chunk of my hair like this and kind of separate it from the rest, and take this finger and push up through the headband, or even better, you can go down like this. And what you're gonna do, once you get your hand up this way, you don't want any hair to be on top or on the bottom, any free hair, so just go ahead with your thumb, push that out of the way. And you're going to take these two fingers, make sure you're wrapping up and over, and pull down like that. The reason why I pull up and over is so that your curls frame your face. They go away from your face. I'm going to fast forward through me doing the rest of this side, and I'll show you guys what it looks like when we get to the back. So when you get to the second one, you're gonna combine it with the hair that you just twisted, and then wrap that. And the more you do this, the easier it'll become. So then just continue doing your hair like that. Taking a small piece, adding it to the piece you already have, making sure there's no hair, stray hair up here, or it will tangle. I'm pretty sure that's how I ended up having to cut a piece of my hair out. And pull down. Continue around to about halfway in the back, which is also why I've pulled my hair to the sides after I parted it. So do this whole half, and then I'll catch up with you guys. So once you get to the back and there's no more hair to add in, you continue to wrap it around the headband, which at that point it's going to look like this. Now this is where the clothespins, this is where the bobby pins come in. And you're going to take it and pin that hair into place, especially if you're using just one headband. It can stick out, it doesn't matter, as long as that hair is going to stay like that. There we go. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to wrap another headband around my head. And it doesn't matter if you keep these flat or twisted, it doesn't really matter unless you have a seam or something on these headbands. If you have a seam on them, I would recommend putting the seam at the back like you're going to wear it, because it could leave a little mark in your hair. Otherwise, you can wear them however. you're done. So this is where my hair has just like popped up while I've been doing it, which honestly what it looks like up here doesn't really matter. That looks really dark and I can't see anything. This is what the finished product looks like on me. Needless to say, you probably want to do this when you are gonna stay at home. Now, if you are worried about your hair slipping out of this, if that's something that you experience a lot with overnight hairstyles, you can take a wrap and put around this. So I'm actually, for purposes of this video, I'm gonna use a wrap over my head, and if it's tight enough, it should stay there. This looks absolutely crazy. It looks like I got pantyhose on my head, but it'll work. It's not uncomfortable at all because headbands are soft. It's not like sleeping in pin curls. You shouldn't have issues, but if it is for some reason uncomfortable for you, maybe with the bobby pins or something, this should make it a little bit more tolerable to sleep in. I'm actually going to hit the hay, do my makeup, leave this in for a couple hours once I wake up, and then show you guys the final results. See you in the morning. Okay guys, so it's been actually about maybe 14 hours since my hair's been up like this. I've done everything I've had to do, fortunately, in the house today with my hair like this. So basically what you're gonna do is we're going to take out the bobby pins if you use them. You're basically gonna just do the reverse of what you did yesterday. You're gonna take down the second one you did first. You can take it off of your head like this to do it if you did 2 headbands. If you did 2 headbands, you're fine to take them down like this. That will work. If you didn't do 2 headbands, you have to work around your head until you get one side down, and then you can pull it down like this. So for right now, your primary objective is just to unravel your hair. Sometimes doing this in front of a mirror can help you avoid tangling your hair. Okay, so this is what one side looks like. You guys know how long my hair is, and it is now up to shoulder length. So if your hair is thick and already curly and holds curl really well, you're gonna be thinking, I've made a mistake, which is what I was thinking the first time I did this. You're afraid of your hair being frizzy, you can skip this step, but I do like to separate the curls and comb through them a little bit, either brushing them with a brush, which I usually don't do, but it is a nice step if you can brush through your hair with a brush without getting it frizzy, or just finger combing it with some oil between your fingers. Now usually the first day, especially if I'm going to work, I will wear a ponytail just to pull on these curls a little bit and weigh them down. But if you like the way your hair came out after this, all of this is optional, obviously. Hi guys, so I never actually went back and filmed anymore because the curls did not fall out. They stayed exactly that curly. They fell out, I lied a little bit. They fell out a little bit, but not enough to where I don't think anybody that's not me would know the difference. So that's how you do the headband curls. If you guys liked it, subscribe, share the video, comment, let me know what you want to see next. Bye guys.